Dan Bongino is out of the Trump administration, and if he thought that he would escape the concerns that some in MAGA have about his time in the administration, not so soon. We'll see. He posted this on Twitter. Good morning. Hope you have a happy Sunday and a flag. Which, what the hell? What are you doing, Dan? That's so weird. That's so freaking weird. But anyway, this is what he got for that. Good morning, Dan. Welcome back. Now that you've had an up-close insider's look at what is really going on at the FBI, will you expose the corruption? Yeah. Well, I don't know, Ellen. He didn't while he was there and had some power over it, so I'm guessing no, probably. Let's see, Seb says, welcome back. What can you tell us about your time in the FBI? Why or when will we see accountability and arrests? I'm guessing never, actually, because they didn't do anything while he had power. And he didn't want the power, he left. You get that? He said, I want to root out the corruption. And then he got in, and then he was like, oh no, this is actually like a whole thing. I literally don't even like going to the office. I'd like to host my podcast again. Do you guys not get that that's what this last year was for him? Jack says, congratulations on your escape from Corruption City, Dan. The Republicans control it. They control all of it. If it's still corrupt, dude, who do you think's doing the corruption? And then this is my favorite, oh my God. Ramble Rants posts this whole deep faked video. The gladiator returns. What are you talking about? The gladiator return. He left. He didn't return. He went to do something. He went to war. And what did he do? He whined about having to listen to Kash Patel drop a deuce every morning or whatever. He participated in the cover-up of the Epstein files, directly betraying every principle he ever claimed to have on that stuff, uncovered no actual corruption, made no arrests, showed nothing of the deep state, and then got either bored or overworked and left. The gladiator returns? My God. It's entirely possible that Ramble Rants is actually a sock puppet account that Dan Bongino controls. That's possible, or maybe he pays bot networks to support him the same way that he paid for copies of his books to be bought by conservative organizations. I don't know for sure, JR, but what do you think?
Well, I've been waiting on this. I was talking about this a couple months ago because we knew Bongino was on his way out when they had that little dust up over the Epstein stuff. But also, I think people had a little bit of hope that because of that dust up, because he had some kind of a disagreement with Pam Bondi and maybe even a little bit Kash Patel, that somehow he would come out with this exposure of everything that was horrible. Don't we know when he was sitting there wide-eyed, scared out of his ass about everything that he'd already seen? Versus everything he had been saying now, that he was beholden to say it. All he was talking about, he couldn't wait to get back to his little chair where he can go crazy in front of a camera again to continue to support these folks. He kind of said it before he was on his way out. No one should be surprised by this. This is what he's about. He needed to somehow rehab himself coming through, and all of these supportive posts talking about how he's this badass who's been returning from battle from a destructive organization and administration that he was a part of. Somehow we're supposed to believe that, but I mean, there's gonna be plenty of people who will pay him to continue to go on and do that. That's the incentive to make sure he wouldn't do something like write a book that, in America we don't read. So that wouldn't have worked either.
Yeah, the joke ultimately, I guess, will be on us because plenty of these people will be like, yeah, no, I love this guy. He's great. I mean, you know how like he went in, he joined the pedophile protection force and didn't literally accomplish literally anything, made a couple $100,000 and then it was actual work, and so he's just gonna go back to media. No, he's actually great. He's the best. You know what he's gonna do? Let me predict his career. He's gonna spend until the Republicans are out of power. He's gonna be talking about Somalians, and then as soon as the Democrats take over power again, if we're lucky enough for that to happen, then suddenly he'll be talking about the deep state again. He didn't do anything about it when he had the position to. Literally nothing. Oh, he was so weak and so powerless then. But as soon as the Republicans are in charge, oh, he's gonna be a warrior against the deep state. He was one of the leaders of the FBI. And what did he want to be? He wants to be Matt Walsh. He wants to be Michael Knowles. He wants to be Ben Shapiro, Megyn Kelly. That's it. They don't want Pat. They have nothing to actually accomplish. He got in there, and as JR said, he saw Trump in the Epstein files. He was terrified off his ass, and he wanted to run. He wanted to run, and he did. He quit. The gladiator didn't return. The gladiator quit. Okay? That would be like if before the final fight, Maximus was like, I'm actually tired. I don't know. Commodus is like all the way over there. I'm gonna lay down for a while.
With the cost of everything going up, here at TYT, we're always trying to help you guys out and save you some money. Your cell phone bill is the last place you should be getting ripped off. But if you're with Verizon or AT&T, chances are you're way overpaying for the plan you're on. That's why TYT is teaming up with Noble Mobile, the only cell phone plan that pays you to use your phone less. With their Noble plan, get unlimited data for only $50 a month. But the real game changer is the cash back you get for your unused data. The less data you use, the more cash back you get. It's a win-win. Stop letting big wireless rip you off. Choose a company that aligns with your values and isn't trying to milk you for every last cent. And by switching to Noble, you're directly supporting TYT in our mission of bringing you honest, independent news. So give Noble a try and make the switch today. Scan the QR code on the screen now or visit go.tyt.com/plan. That's go.tyt.com/plan.